Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and also welcome back to our Animal Crossing Let's Play, and welcome to, I think if my planning is correct, the week of Let's Play. So this week there will be a new episode every single day, and we'll see how far we can get this island because we are very close to being done. Now, I've been saying this for a while because to anyone who's ever been like close to finishing an island or who has finished an island, you might know that it feels like it's almost done for a long time, but then there's always 100 different little details that you still need to work on. So I don't exactly know if we're actually close or if that's just my imagination. Anyway, so today, okay, I will start by saying that in the last few episodes, we've been working on this section here, this like overview, sunken rock garden, lookout point sort of thing. And then also we've been working on the museum, which is basically over here. And, you know, we've scattered a whole bunch of statues and buildings and pictures, paintings, there we go, statues and paintings around, like art pieces. And then we also worked on another interior build in just the last episode, which was a spa in the downstairs room in my own house. And today I was kind of thinking about where we'd start for the week of Let's Play, because I feel like the start should be something that kind of gives you a good, overview of what we still have to do. And then I was thinking, you know what? I have been planting so many trees. Why not continue that? I feel like I'm in that tree flow at the minute, and why not use it and kind of try to sort of prep a couple of areas, you know? So what we're gonna be working on today is basically a whole bunch of different areas. Number one is this area right here, which is like just a little pathway. This will mostly serve as like a filler between different areas. So I don't want to have anything like super special. But we're gonna plant a couple of trees, plant some flowers, just kind of make it feel full in general. And then we have a bunch of areas down here that still need some love and work, like Hornsby's place. Hornsby will have a mechanical shop that I'm hoping to get to later this week. And around his place, obviously, lots of room for trees. We also do have Dottie's place over here. I've actually already marked two tree spots just on the cliff, and it seems like another Lily of the Valley has spawned because we have been like at 5 stars pretty constantly, which is kind of awesome. Oh, definitely messed up some pumpkin planting here. But yeah, so lots of this here is also possible tree spots. Same thing goes for this. And hopefully maybe a few trees around here. And then this part, this is like a house plot, like a house moving plot. And then we do have a picnic just to the front here, which this area actually does already have the trees. But so that's kind of my hope today, is I guess to end up with something sort of like this, which gives us like a good blueprint to then work on in the following days, because then I think per episode we might actually get to a point where we like sort of finish certain builds, and I think that would be quite nice. First of all, of course, for the episode, but also just for the feeling. I always love to kind of, just not go into an area completely being blank, but, you know, having, I guess, past Malene already, tackle a bit of the work, and then it's kind of like it's easier to get back into it, you know, even if there's a couple of days in between recording. If I get back to something like you just saw around the picnic space, it's like, oh, okay, I just have to fill in the gaps, and not so much okay, where the heck do I start? Now, we have already done the pathing, which is very good. So that's already the first thing, and obviously the landscaping is done too. So at least that's a couple of tasks already crossed off. And then I think we're gonna go start up here. I feel like this is gonna be easier to start with. Now, I have a couple of different things that I need to put up like a workstation somewhere else. I also did take out these few things here, which I'd like to decorate with, but I think what I'll do is I'll drop them on the path now instead. That way I'll still be able to find them, and you know, maybe we'll place some of these today as well, who knows. But that way they won't be placed and like in the way, but I'll still find them next time. Okay, I also might replant this one, of course, but I will also take it with me for now. And then I don't know if you're new. Okay, you're not. This year, I'm still actually not sure if that was intended there or not. I know the bench was sort of intended there, so we will leave that one. We will leave that one up. Now, in terms of my workstation, Obviously there's not that much room anymore. We might have to work with a little bit of KK bubblegum today. I do hope that that is all right for y'all. I will put up my storage shed. I'll put up my my DIY workbench. God, do you see this lag when I just open my pockets? That is wild. It's one of the reasons why I'm always eager to finish an island 2, because usually by the time I'm getting closer to being done, it is exactly this. It is a lag fest, and that's not always the most fun. So, in case you're new to this island, let me quickly explain the tree situation. So on this island, I specifically am using basically all the trees that are possible. So we're using cedar trees, we're using coconut trees because it's like a coastal island. We're using bamboo trees. And then as for the hardwood trees, because I'm playing during cherry blossom season, which is the first week of April, I am actually using green and pink trees. So the green ones we achieve through planting pears. I chose pears because that way, even if they are fully grown and they have the fruit, it's still just green and doesn't like just look super different. And the others, so the pink ones, are achieved through actual saplings. So I will just assemble all of my trees here. Let me put those next to each other, the two hardwood trees. And then I'm using peaches to possibly stunt them. And I would say, because this island, if you've seen some of these decorated areas, is quite a natural island, right? So there are a lot of trees. And so I'm probably just gonna try to plant them wherever possible, really, if I can. And so the first thing we'll do is just go around and plan a couple of different spots. I will go ahead and grab this tree with me real quick, because that way I can sometimes check if a tree is even, possible at all. All right, so also we probably have to pay attention to it still being like a walkable area. So like this here could be a tree, but I do not think that it should be. However, I do think that this here could be one, which I think would be quite cute because it doesn't let you look into the distance quite as much, which I always kind of like. And then I'm gonna actually just remove this real quick and then I can always bring it back. Now, that could be a tree. I do feel like coming from this side though, those two trees are probably gonna look too close together. So maybe we need to move that one over to the side there, or maybe even just have one here, and then the space in between will just have something, have it like a flower instead, because I wouldn't want to have one where I'm standing now, because then I think you just constantly run into that. Now I think this here would also be a good tree, and just to make the tree-ness complete, I feel like this also could be a good one. We could also have one more. Let me think. We've got the coconut, so this one can't be one, but this one here, right? That could also be a tree. But I think layering them a little bit nicer is probably a good idea. Maybe we'll bring this one back a bit. So we'll go kind of with these spots here. I think that would be sort of a good distribution. Okay, let me think about this part. Now I still think this is good. I feel like, okay, let me imagine it here instead. And then obviously these couldn't be trees. But perhaps this would be the place for the shelf partition there. Do not bury, please. I've done that one too many times. I always bury my items when I'm just trying to place them instead. You know, so like this could be like a shell partition, because having a bit of like foliage and greenery, or, you know, maybe it's pink, who knows, here I think would help kind of cover this part up. So it doesn't actually feel empty. Even though now it kind of does look like it is. And then the next tree maybe could be here. I also feel like this could be kind of a cool tree spot, but then we've got a few other issues again. All right, and then obviously we have to pay attention to leaving like this space here sort of open. Honestly, we could do another bit of tile pathing as well. And then also I want to obviously not cover up like the view from this point right here. So this is supposed to be like a viewing platform. So obviously I wouldn't want to cover anything in the background. We could maybe try and see if like a small tree here would be cute. Because I could kind of imagine like maybe even a first stage tree. And then I did make this like weird little, I'm not quite sure why I made it like this, but I feel like we should probably also try and have some trees here. So possible tree spots. So this is kind of a diagonal line, so that doesn't fill me with the most joy. But technically these all would be tree spots. See, I could also just extend this a bit further so it doesn't actually look this awkward. I'm not sure. I was thinking about like putting a ladder here if I'm not mistaken. But then I could have this be a tree, you know, and then I guess like these two wouldn't be. But we might be able to also work with some stuff here, but then we've got this problem again. Because these are basically next to each other. Tree planting has just no business being this stressful. I'm honestly, it's too much sometimes. It is too much sometimes. Okay, maybe something here could be just like a tree stump. I also think, you know, this could be something maybe. I don't mind kind of covering up the view a little bit if you come from this side, because then, you know, the reveal will be all the better for it. If you just walk up to like this spot and then you're like, oh wow, you know, I don't mind that. I just want to make sure that from the actual viewing platform, it's not actually hidden, because that is not intentional. Okay, maybe here instead, and then that tree stump could move there. So obviously that's a lot of trees, right? I am hoping though that with like different stages of trees, we'd be able to have still enough like open room here. Okay, I think it's fine from this side. I don't know about like this spot. Maybe this spot would be a better tree. Yeah, it kind of would be, I think. Sometimes with tree planting also comes the moment where you need to just try around with them. You need to just like plant something and then just kind of move through the days and just look and check and see what they look like when they're grown. Did that sentence make any sense? I don't know. Tree placements sometimes make it hard for me to properly think because I'm trying to kind of picture all these different trees all the time. See, that could also be nice. Okay, how about I try and plant some here and we'll look at them and then we'll move from there. So let me assess what I've kind of got in close proximity to this. So I do actually, I've got a coconut down there. The one that I've stolen is a cedar tree, which I don't think I doubt any of these tree spots. So I could maybe return. Oh yeah, this was still kind of a question mark, wasn't it? But yeah, so I do think I can return the small cedar tree, which maybe I should just do now. But then I only see the coconut tree just right there, which is, by the way, a very small one. It's super cute. And I also see one on top of the cliff, obviously. But so I do think we can probably work in a coconut tree somewhere close. We got something pink over here. We also have more pink, obviously, in the lookout view. But so we actually have not worked with a bunch of pink. So I am thinking this here could be a pink tree. And then I feel like, so I usually try and work with custom designs that have like a giant 2 or 3 on them, because that way it's very easy for me to spot. Here I'm out of custom design slots for that though. So I'm using these window designs. This is a second stage. And then, you know, I can do like third stages as well. And then anything that doesn't have a design is supposed to be like grown. Okay, but so I think, how about a coconut here? I'll have to take those out again in a second to plant some pathing underneath, some sand pathing, otherwise they don't grow. And then I was just thinking about a bamboo, but we do have one right there. I don't know if that would cause an issue, but let me try. So this would be a bamboo. I think third stage. I feel like we shouldn't go too tall here. So the KK bubblegum, I swear. Okay, so this is a third stage. And then I have put in this pink tree. Almost feel like this should have been a pink one too. This one also could maybe be a bamboo, but like a second stage. All of this is prone to change, by the way. I feel like especially when you're working with an area that's still somewhat empty, you kind of can't, usually you can't tell really what trees you want. So it's all just kind of like a, maybe this will be that, or, you know. Okay, and you might be third stage. Also might be too large. All right, well, I mean, I've used the cedar tree here. I feel like I don't want to have a cedar tree. I feel like if I do a pink tree, like a green hardwood is basically going to be the same as this, right? I guess I'm going to put in a pink one and we'll see what that ends up looking like. Especially having one in the front. I feel like we're going to switch some things around here. Yeah, because those are going to be... Honestly, those are going to be too close. Well, in that case, maybe this should be a bamboo instead. Like a second stage, and that looks pretty different. Also looks pretty different from the one back here, so maybe that's better. Okay, so second stage, bamboo. This will be a coconut, which from this side, I actually might want to have that be tall. I'll have to see what that looks like. Then we'll have a green hardwood. We'll have a pink hardwood here. This bamboo tree will be green. This one will be brown once again. And then I think... Okay, we've got a coconut right there. So maybe this has to be a cedar tree. Just because it feels like the only option. And probably pretty small. Kind of makes me doubt this is a good spot with the bench kind of there. But we will try. I could see this one here be a coconut tree for sure. And then I definitely want some small stuff here. I'm gonna try to do maybe a green hardwood, but like I'm gonna maybe do this as a first day, like first stage, which I have no idea. Do I just use this one? Because it's one opening. So it's like one day. Maybe. And then you might be a cedar sapling, but I will cut this one down, I think. We'll just work with a tree stump here, which once again, I don't know what that means. I don't know what custom design to use here. Maybe the notice board. I will not remember any of this in a second. Okay, let's use a hardwood here. Let's use a green one since I can see the pink one in the distance there. So we're gonna do green and we're gonna do also second stage, I think. Relatively small. Relatively small. Okay, we've got a green one. I feel like this could be a pink one. Pink second stage. And then maybe you're gonna be a bamboo because we do have a coconut tree right there in the background. Perhaps also not fully grown. I feel like fully grown trees in this area here, in this like on this cliff would kind of look out of place almost. Oh wait, this could also be a cedar tree. Where's the next bamboo? All the way here. This is a cedar but cut down. Or this is a cedar tree. Regardless, I think having another cedar tree in the space would also be nice. Alrighty. Probably just like a second stage. Now, what else did I have here? Nursery hardwood. Okay, so I could have used that instead somewhere. Alright, that is a bunch of trees. So I feel like we should do the first little bit of time traveling. So I will see you in, I guess, one day because of this tree here, and we'll see if that's what we wanted to achieve. Alrighty, here we are. Oh no, I forgot the of course I forgot the coconut trees. Of course I did. Okay, but we've got a whole bunch of tiny little baby trees, which is adorable. Alrighty, so of course. Also, by the way, this coconut tree I think should not be fully grown, should it? Ah, of course I forgot them. I said I would add the sand pathing, but I could have, yeah. Anyway, we'll add that now. And then it's as if I never made a mistake at all. Okay, also, maybe now I can kind of imagine the trees a little bit better with them having already grown a tiny bit. So we'll see. We'll put our coconut trees back, of course. So those will all take a bit of a longer time growing, but that's okay. That's okay. Through the magic of time traveling, once again, it'll be as if there was never a mistake made in the first place. So we're totally okay there. All right, so see, we've got this one here, which I feel like I really am barely using first stage trees, but in this case, I actually kind of think that's adorable. And then if you go into kind of your camera perspective, even going all the way up, it just kind of looks like a little shrub there, but like a tree. I think I'm happy with this one. This is gonna get stunted. There we go, a little peach here, and I'm good with that. Also, I think having a pink one here is a good distribution with the other two in like the distance there. Now, obviously this will be chopped, so we can't forget that, because right now I feel like there'd be too many cedar trees close together. All right, we'll have this one be small. We'll have this one be small. Yeah, I think most of this actually works. I'll be interested to see the two bamboo trees here. But since one of them will be green, I think that also will work out. So you know what? Without further ado, let's go ahead and skip to the next day. Now is where this gets a bit interesting, because now I think we can stunt a good portion of trees. Okay, I am not sure how I feel about this one here. I feel like this is maybe gonna block a little bit too much, although, you know what? We could technically push the bench all the way to the edge. I don't know if I love that look though. Okay, we'll kind of tackle the bench some other time. That's not really an issue to be concerned with just yet. For now, it's more the issue of whether I like what's happening with all the second stage trees. Now, this is supposed to be second stage, which I think in terms of distribution of pink, I'm fine with. There's something on the left, there's something on the right, there's something in the background. So this seems pretty okay. We obviously do have that second stage hardwood. So basically these are the same. However, I think in this case, because one is pink and one is green, I am okay with it. So this I'll go stunned. I also think I kind of like this. However, I'm not sure if I love having the two bamboo trees there. Hornsby is interested. Hornsby's like, what are you doing up there? Okay, but I will trust the process. There is like a hardwood in between that still needs to grow, so I think that would help us kind of hide the other bamboo tree, and then it won't look quite as repetitive. So there's that. Okay, but so this one also will be stunted. The cedar tree technically could be stunted. This could be another like tree stump. Okay, definitely would want to stunt this one here, the hardwood. Okay, if there is a tree stump though, I'm trying to think of whether it makes sense to have that be a different one. However, I know that, so the options are cedar tree, and then the other option is like a hardwood, but I know that through like time traveling, it definitely will look like the cherry blossom tree hardwood, which actually has a bit of a different color. Now this might be way too like detail obsessed, I think, but see how like dark they are? I think there's not that much of difference between this, like between like a cedar tree and a hardwood, so it might not matter. We might just do the same tree and just chop it down. I don't want to do a coconut because then you'd have the sand pathing underneath. And I don't think I'd want to do a bamboo because we've already got those. So maybe what we'll do instead is we'll go chop this at a third stage, and the other one I'll chop at fully grown. So at least there's still a bit of like size variety maybe. Again, I think this might be a tad detail obsessed, but maybe all right. Also, I don't know how that'll look from this angle, but we'll wait and see, I suppose. We'll wait and see. All right, so these two are stunted, which means I can remove this here. This is still gonna grow, and then I guess these two also need to be stunted, which I think we should do, just so that we don't overwhelm the area with trees, because I feel like, you know, we're getting there already. But again, since it's supposed to just be this like transitional part, and it's not supposed to actually have like any special area anymore, but it's just supposed to feel kind of full and match the rest of everything. So I think this will be it. Did I forget to stunt anything? All of these are third stage, right? Third stage chopped. Okay, and then second stage, but this one was actually stunted. Okay, so, yeah, one more day. Let's go. Oh, wow. Okay, we definitely have lots and lots of greenery now going on. I kind of like it though. Like first glance here, I think this is kind of nice. All right, should the bamboo tree actually maybe fully grow? Okay, we do have them pretty close together. I think it's fine though. I am thinking about whether I should let this one grow so that, you know, we've got a few different heights going on here. Because right now I feel like if, you know, if you're standing here, the cedar tree, the coconut, and the bamboo are all the same height, which just kind of makes it look sort of meh, you know? The hardwood seems to be fine. Honestly, I think that it's okay. We do have this one that should be stunted, which I'll do because I think I like this one as third stage. I wouldn't want this one to be fully grown and like overwhelm the area once again. Although we also have like pretty decreasing tree sizes here. I think it's fine. Okay, this one will still let grow and then chop. This one will chop now. This will still have to grow. I do like this one though, I think. Yeah, if we let the bamboo tree grow, I think that'll give us a good variety of different tree sizes. Okay, so that one also done. Oh no, you know what I did? Oh my god, I think I messed up my pumpkins again. I have to remember to water them and then go back the next day. I just have to water them twice. That's all I have to do basically. But I keep forgetting. So that's great. Okay, I'll go grab an axe though. So I can already take care of that first tree chopping. We've got Pate enjoying her music, which is very good. It's exactly what she's supposed to do. Here's the axe. There we go. Yeah, because I think that's good. I think it opens up the part a little bit more. And then from here, I feel like we can still kind of, you know, probably like include some wheat fields or something, and we can still make it feel full. But then especially if you're walking here, it'll just feel, yeah, a little bit better. I still got to think about what I'm going to do with the tiles. Maybe what I can do, instead of like actually doing a circle or something, maybe I could just use this one here. Put one here and put one there. And then it kind of looks like a path, you know? I think that's good. Same thing maybe here. Saves us from having to decorate these few tiles as well. I think that's okay. All right, the coconut trees definitely still have to grow. And then I guess I will check in on my pumpkins because I did forget about that. I can't believe I did that. Okay, well, actually, no, wait, I can. All right, well, this time at least they've got 2 on each. I still want to have more though. I want all of them to be fully grown. So we'll try this one more time, shall we? I still have to jump, what is it, a day for one of the coconuts, and then another day, I guess, to have stuff fully grown. And then I'll have to like jump backwards, I think, to do this all over again for the other areas. It's good though. I have a good feeling about tackling this. All right, so I will go to the next day and then we'll water my pumpkins and stunt a coconut tree. Now, I think we're almost done with the trees. Wait, why didn't the bamboo continue growing? It should have, right? Because I think, yeah, this is now a third stage. And the other is now a fully grown one. Wait, did I stunt it to a side and I didn't realize? Oh, I'm almost out of peaches too. Or is it because there's too many trees? Oh, did I just see Daisy? Oh my god, Daisy is... Oh, I thought for a second she was sitting down. But maybe she was. Maybe she was sitting on the Zen cushion and she just got up. She was participating in the little picnic. That's adorable. Okay, I think tree stump was a good idea for sure. So, tree stumps. You know, also with them being a bit different. I don't know how to feel about the coconut being a fully grown one, but again, I kind of, maybe it'll give us some size variety. It might also be kind of a big, like too big of a tree. Now, okay, what do I do about this bamboo tree? Can I like swap it out with another one that'll just grow fully then? Or that is grown fully and will go back to being fully grown? Well, there's one there. Do we think that one would grow? Let's try. So I'll go grab this one here, which is, oh, I didn't bring any like boba or something with me. So I'm just gonna have a little pair. Why not? And then I'll go grab this 3rd stage tree. I need to see if I can even climb there, but I think I did see, yeah, I did see a vine. Awesome. There also isn't another tree here that is not grown and is stunted, so that's good. So we'll eat this. And we'll take that. And also, I'm just seeing now, there could be another tree right here, which I almost kind of want to do. But it should only be like a 2nd stage. Do we have a little pink 2nd stage tree here? Maybe. Let's try. Let's try. Okay, now we all have to, I have closed myself in. We all have to remember. So when I say we, I mean I probably do. But we all have to remember to go back here, all right? Okay, hold on. This is complicated. Okay, I took a clump of weed away. Well, I mean, this was a shrub, I suppose, but I'll have to get back in there. So maybe I'll just keep it with me for a second. And then I will definitely run to water my pumpkins. I did not forget this time. For once, I did not forget. So with that being the 2nd time, hopefully this will be safe now. Alrighty, and then I can deliver the bamboo tree. And then let me think about what's the smartest. I think what I'll do is I'll time travel 2 days to stunt the one tree that we just planted, and then I will jump back again so we're at like a good point to start planting trees again. Oh, I was out of a shovel. And then I guess I'll see you back. So I'll do like a big time travel for me, I guess. I kind of, with all the jumping, I'm not really sure if this episode is already super long, but I do want to continue planting a few more trees because I feel like there's a bit more that we can prep. And I think that'll be very good in the future episodes. I feel like future Malene will be happy about that. So, here is the bamboo tree. Fully grown. Now let's look at it. Because I think, yeah, see, I do like that. I think that's better. I don't know if that was there all the time, the Lily of the Valley, or if that once again just like spawned. Oh, the hardwood could also go a tile forward. Oh my god, I feel like I might prefer that. And then maybe we'll swap the hardwood and the coconut, but that'll bring us to more issues. Okay, we'll look at that once we're in the right time again. So I will see you, yeah, once a couple of tree changes have been made, I guess. All right, so now everything should be grown. And I do think, actually, I'm okay with the coconut tree. It is quite tall, but I think that it's fine. I think it just gives like a little bit of a, yeah, more natural overgrown vibe, which I'm totally okay with. I'm still kind of not sure how I feel about the decreasing tree sizes here. I think the little tree that I added to the left there, the pink one, that ended up being fine. Now, something I might do, actually, what if I swap these two around? And then also, oh my god, once again, only one sip left in my boba. And then also, I do think we'll switch this one here, just one tile to, oh my god, okay, I thought that was easier. Just one tile to the front, and kind of see what changes if I do that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like it though. I do think I am gonna like it. And then I'd like to still tackle a couple of other things, if the time is still there. Oh yeah, I think that's good. And then maybe we can do like a wheat field just here and behind it. And I think that way we can kind of tie it into the path, not make it look too weird and out of place, I guess. I hear more mole crickets. Can't lie, I'll be happy when those are gone. Okay, in this case, honestly, we could also have the pink tree maybe grow another stage. But wait, actually, then that wouldn't solve my tree size issue. Yeah, but do you know what I mean when I say the different tree sizes? I think that this is better. I think that this is better. And then let me just go into picture mode. How much do you see the bamboo tree? Oh, you don't really. Okay, so if you do it without the trick, without getting higher than normal, you do see like the crown of it, which I think is totally fine. And then here you actually don't see it at all. So I think this is good now. Okay, everything is stunted over here. My pumpkins, I'm also happy to report, have grown. They have grown to exactly the amount that I would want. And then I'm gonna go grab my storage, my workbench, my pipe, and then we'll go to the left open area still. And we'll see if we can maybe tackle a couple of trees there. Okay, workstation built up. Now, we have already done the trees on top of this cliff. There is some stuff here, which I think we'll just have like one tree, maybe there or maybe there. A bit more to the front, I do think. And then I want to see, can this also be one? Because I think that would be pretty. And I think we've got a gyroid over here. Yeah, okay. I have the fossils, so 6 fossils can spawn on your island. I think 4 per day, but up to 6. And those you can actually just bury somewhere on your island, and then they stop spawning, which I have done. But it looks as though that the same thing does not work for the gyroids. Okay, so we're gonna have some trees here, hopefully. Might have to grab a small one in a second to try. I'm still a bit uncertain about this path. It kind of depends a little bit on the pathing on the beach, because I would probably... I feel like I'm gonna have to bring it a bit further in, but my initial attempts here with this pathing was to kind of leave some room open for possible trees, I think. So this is probably the optimized like tree layout. I kind of forgot what I wanted to do here though, but I think I've kind of mapped them out before. And maybe they were kind of like this, like here, here, and then, wait, no, actually that doesn't work. Can't have one here. I could have one there though. Just because I feel like this little bit here is a tad too much to the side, is a tad too much to the left. It's like you're gonna have to loop around. Whereas I think it'd be better to start it like here. Those two could be trees, right? Or we can have one here and then here. I think that's actually better. Okay, what type of tree is that? It's a cedar tree. All right. Or here and then maybe here. That might be prettier. Okay, I think also we're gonna do a... Wait, what was this? A nursery hardwood. Okay, we're gonna do a green one here. And then something smaller right there. Maybe something like a cedar tree, maybe? I believe we're gonna go for a small cedar tree. So like second, but then the hardwood is gonna be third. Maybe like this. And then I think we're just gonna do like patches of pathing maybe. So I do actually have to do a couple of changes here. But I've been eyeing this path for a while and I always felt like it maybe wouldn't be exactly the way it is now. So this is okay. Changing it up was kind of in the back of my mind already, I guess. Maybe like this then. And then I believe we'd close it right there. And then maybe it's fine if it's like a patch exactly like this. Obviously the center piece is switched out, but so it can start on like all the tiles. So like if we actually want to, you know, swoop all the way around, then we can, but we don't have to. So it doesn't look as awkward, I guess. Okay, maybe like that. I think we're gonna do maybe a cedar here. I kind of don't want to hide the river too much. I was just thinking about a third stage, but maybe just a small one too. And then this one could just be a small green one. So when I say small, I mean like second stage, right? Because that way you can still see the waterscaping that I did. I kind of have like a tendency to do that. I did that on my first island where if like I landscaped and waterscaped some areas and some like relatively impressive areas, I guess. And then, but I ended up like covering them with a cliff. I don't really know why. I don't really know why. Okay, I did already figure out some tree spots over here, so I do want to obviously keep them. I just need to think about what I want. I think like a small pink one here. And then maybe the other one also could be a cedar tree. I haven't really used any cedar trees around Dottie's place, if I saw that correctly. So this could be a cedar. I don't know if fully grown would be good though, because fully grown on top of a cliff behind a house tends to maybe just show like the tree. Is it trunk? So that might be a third stage. I'm gonna put down a third stage design because then I am like more likely to check in on that. Okay, and then I still also, I'm gonna leave this part open because I feel like once we tackle Dottie's house, we're gonna figure out if this is gonna be even like more trees or not. But maybe we can have more here. So that can't be one, but this could be one. You know, maybe just on these two. We do have that green tree on in the background there, so I think this would give us sort of something good. Is pink gonna be too much? I feel like I want to try another pink tree here, and then a coconut to the front, but like a smaller-ish coconut. And then depending on that, I feel like we're gonna also stunt the pink tree. Okay, so we need more sand pathing. And then coconut trees I usually go for like third stage because anything smaller than that tends to be really, really small. However, I feel like in this specific case, I do want to check in on the second day maybe. And then apart from that, this will be a filler cliff. Obviously, we can't really put a tree just on the left there. We could have more towards the front, which I think we will, especially like something smaller. I think also like something here could be nice. Is this a green one, do we think? I forgot. Maybe another pink one. There is another pink one just behind the river as well, though. So that is going to be up for debate. Okay, then you're going to move through these trees. Now, I definitely would want something tall kind of here. So maybe we can just have something right there. We've got a pink one on top of the cliff. We've got a cedar tree. We've got, I mean, we've got pretty much everything. We have coconuts around. I kind of want to try a cedar. And then here's kind of the difficulty with Hornsby's place. So obviously Hornsby is supposed to have this like mechanics shop, right? I want to actually leave a big part of this open for, yeah, putting down maybe some in-game pathing as well, and then working in all the mechanic stuff. I'm picturing like in-game pathing with some tiles on top, and then maybe some fence in the background, some yachts, and then a whole bunch of, I don't know, like paint cans and tools and all that. All in the color scheme of Kalon, of course. One thing I could see though is to kind of place a few trees just towards the back there, so it kind of closes off this this cliff part, you know. So like something there, for example, something tall cedar tree. I did also leave some room just behind the house here on the cliff, which is possible tree spots. Like I think this one can be one, the one to the front, and then I think this can be one, which obviously is the same line as the cedar tree, but that might be fine if you just view it from this point. Actually, I don't know if it is. Actually, I don't know if it is, but also we could move the cedar tree over. See, and then you even have more changes later on because stuff just doesn't always work out how you pictured it. But this one could move over. Then we can also take the sapling because it's already stunted through the hardwood right there. I think I'm still okay with it on top of this cliff, but now that allows us to have something here, which actually maybe I will try a coconut. A lovely large coconut tree there. At least 3rd stage, I think maybe even taller. Could be quite nice. And then maybe something, I was gonna say maybe something pink. I don't know if that'll show up. Okay, but the coconut tree will show up, which I think is very nice. I think that is what I want. And then maybe from here we can have a tree there so they kind of work well together. Or like there maybe. Do I have a large young hardwood in pink? I don't. I just have fully grown trees in pink. Okay, wait, actually let me see. Do I still have vines? I do still have vines. Okay, that's very good. Let me see what a fully grown pink one looks like here. Right there. I don't know if you see it from the front. Oh yeah, a little bit. Actually, that might be nice. And then we've got the coconut, and then maybe we can do with a large young hardwood right there, which will go stunned. Yeah, I feel like we're gonna have to work with some vines to kind of make this area feel a bit fuller. Same thing here. And then definitely same thing here as well. Maybe even on this part. So it's just like behind, next to the tree that is gonna grow fully. And then also maybe on one of these cliffs. Perhaps right this one here. It's still weird to think that we played without vines for so long. Okay. And then I kind of want to see if that can be one. However, I also feel like maybe it would be nice to keep the mechanical shop open towards the beach. But I also think it'll be large enough for me to still keep that, but just have it open to this part. Because this one would nicely kind of just, you wouldn't see the beach quite as much. It would kind of enclose the space a bit more. Which I feel sort of good about, I think. I think it should be a green one though. See, and then I feel like also there should be something in between the bamboo and the coconut. There also maybe should be something like here. But then there can't be anything here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's gonna just be the reality of the trees. I don't even know if this can be a tree, by the way. That might very well not even be one in the end. I'll check. Maybe I can do a truck or something instead. Cedar tree. We'll have a coconut on top of this cliff. Tall cedar tree. Oh, I don't know what tree to use there. Which also, wait, from this angle, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to put that in this spot instead. Yeah, and then maybe a pink one. Maybe a 3rd stage pink one. Okay, that's a lot of holes that I just dug there. And once again, I've kind of lost the overview. Always a great thing to do. But maybe this is a good starting point, obviously. Honestly, we've got like something here in the back, but we can have like a truck or something. We do have a bit of an open space here, but once again, that could maybe be a big item. Or also we can maybe work in some of the, what are they called? Retro transportation stops or something. And then we create like a sort of small shed. And then all of this is gonna be, I really want to tackle this. Maybe in one of the next episodes. Yeah, because I think the mechanical shop will be sort of a cool thing. Lots of stuff to work in. And then obviously I think we'll tackle most of the trees that are like close to the path and all that once we get there. Maybe I can still work in something here though. Okay, let me see. So I think this might be a good tree spot. We have a kind of a gap up on the cliff, and then maybe we can plant something like sort of in front of the house. Also could be a tile further back. Let's try that instead. I'm out of cedar trees. I was gonna plant one though. I was gonna plant another cedar tree. And then maybe perhaps something here too. Can I also work in something pink? Because we do have, yeah, there's not that much pink. So once again, I think 3rd stage pink tree, and then I'll have to get some more cedar trees. Was I out though? Do I maybe have to purchase them at Nooks? I think so. I've been planting so many trees. I've been buying a few, and like I just bought a few and they're already gone again. But you know, that's tree planting for you. Just, you know, getting all those last few tree plots put down. Yeah. What can I say? Dottie is shopping today. Good to know. Don't know what she'd be interested, but you know, have fun, I guess. Have fun. All right, let me grab some cedar saplings. I will go and grab 10. I don't know if would it still be 10 different trees, maybe? I don't know. But can't hurt, you know? Cannot hurt to have the option. And then we'll go back out. Go plant that last tree. And then perhaps that'll be the spots that we'll tackle today. It's obviously not every tree planted, but I think it's gonna give me a good place to start without having to like start decorating like the areas next up without having to first basically focus on the trees. So yeah, we've got some stuff surrounding the back here. We have the trees on top of this cliff, which I've been like avoiding for the longest time. Can I, by the way, oh my god, I could also have something here. Okay, I want to see if I can make that happen. 3rd stage, mayhaps. And then I think I only did 2nd and 3rd stage, so I would say let's go and skip 2 days. Now let's see. Oh yeah, okay, the cedar tree that I just planted like spontaneously, I think that'll be amazing. The coconut I think is too small. I think I like it to be a bit taller. Yeah, okay. What about that one there? Maybe also a bit taller. So it kind of, yeah, it just maybe comes a little higher than the coconut. As for these ones, I think that we'll go stunt them. Oh wait, this is the same line as the cedar tree. Now that can't happen. Okay, so we'll go move this one to the front. And then we'll go stunt it. And then I need to try not be confused, so I'll wipe it away again. And then you will also be stunted. I think this is fine. Also, this cliff here is missing a vine, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. In my humble vine-obsessed opinion. Oh, okay. This cannot be a tree. Right. Question. Can a tile further back be a tree? Probably not. Okay. But a tile to the front probably can. Is that gonna be too weird with the pathing? It's like morphed around the tree though. I think that's probably fine. Yeah, let's maybe do that. Okay, so but you were here, which I think you will stay as well. We'll stunt that. And then wipe it away. Okay, one step at a time, right? My potential ADHD brain really has to try to stay focused on a task. It's really hard because I just want to do everything at once. Obviously that doesn't work. Okay, but so I'll replant this one just a tad further to the front. Okay. You will still grow another day, I suppose. Same thing goes for pretty much all of these. I won't like bother climbing up now to fix that. You will also grow. I think this one's going to be really nice. And then I guess like all of you are also going to continue growing. Did everything grow though? I think so. Yeah, apart from that first one in the front, everything else grew. Okay, so another day it is. All right, Gala has come to visit, and I think we have some trees to send. We'll start with this one here in the back. And then I just found another spot where I'm like tempted to plant something else, but this is a continuous loop. If I start planting more trees, we'll never stop. And I think this episode is incredibly long now. You know, right here, probably more to the left actually. Yeah, so maybe like either further to the front or probably somewhere like here or right there too. You know what? I'll go plant a bamboo shoot here. I will not really pay attention to this when stunting. I will kind of make a design, or like I'll put down a design so that if I mess it up, future me still knows at what stage I was supposed to stunt it, and you know, what my intention was there, I guess. But then I'll just focus on the others and make sure we wrap up this episode. Trees, really, I mean, like 60% of island designing is just planting and planting trees, isn't it? Okay, but this is now done. And so I think also a bunch of the ones on top of the cliff are now actually a good stage. Yeah, I feel like we're gonna stunt the pink one for sure. Should we also stunt the cedar tree, or should we keep that one growing? I need to see that again. We're definitely gonna need some like wheat fields in between because there's a bunch of sky. But I feel like, you know, the cedar tree isn't showing up enough at the minute. So I think maybe we do let that one grow. But both of these ended up being taller than I initially thought they were going to be. But I think that's okay. And then what about the others? I think the coconut is now good. And as suspected, I will let the hardwood grow. All right, so... And then last but not least, I think there's a few trees to the front that I still need to check in on. These ones. Yeah, basically I just need to move this sapling to right behind this tree, which then will stunt both. The others are already stunted, but this is good, I think. And then this is now also growing, still needs one more day. I think I will end the episode here though. I will see you again tomorrow after all. I'm not quite sure if it's gonna be maybe in an interior or if we're gonna go, you know, decorate something on the outside, but I guess you will see. As for now, I will say thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And then I will hopefully see you tomorrow for the next episode. Bye everyone.